G'day everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to run you through the best way to improve at GeoGuessr in 2023. The best way to become to improve your games and become one of the more better players in the community. So the first thing I recommend to you is by playing a lot by yourself and playing lots of games. So I have 4,430 games complete, which is probably a bit underrated for pros at my level. So you really want really up to 8,000, if even not more, games played if you want to become a real pro. If you look at any pro's profile, they have tons of games played. Well, of course, others played over 1,000 duels and over 400 country games, nearly 300 distance games. But playing all of these just completed games is very important to have, as repetition is the best way to get better at anything, not just GeoGuessr, but anything really. So if we hop over to ZigZag's profile, we see he has 12,300 games played, which is probably what you really want, probably an ideal amount that you really want. He's also got some little bits played in the others, but mostly he's just got 12,300 games. It's a lot of games. It really is what you need, and that's how he's at level 133. And yeah, that's why he's one of the better players in the community. And if we come look at Steak, he understandably has 29,000 games played, which is why he's one of the best players in the world. Repetition of learning rows and all that kind of thing, very important. That's why he has 29,000 games played. So people have different opinions of how you should practice and get better. But my opinion is probably just go onto Diverse World and have a country streak counter on. But if Diverse wasn't as good, because as they've just said, map has just actually wrote in this thing, this map is not up to date anymore, you should play something else. If that's not good enough for you, you can come play maybe Community World or something like that maybe. Community World's a very good map. It's one of the biggest maps with tons and tons and tons of locations. Sorry, it didn't come through. Let's get it in. Community World, very good map to learn as well. As I said, it's over 100,000 locations handpicked, so they can be pinpointable. And that's probably the two best maps you should practice just to get better, just country streaks and that. But the next thing I recommend you do is just go on Plonket, which is this really cool website that is made by a bunch of pros in the community. It's really cool. So you've got the guides, which is what I want to show you, the records, the competitive, you got the scripts and everything. But if we click on the guide, you can see here the Plonket guide to GeoGuessr. You can have a look at it. They're building guides for every country. So every country in dark blue, like Canada or Argentina or Spain or something, they've all got guides. So if we click on the Canada guide or something, it'll take us to the Canada guide. It'll take us to how to identify Canada. So all the clues, you got they use kilometers, they got Gen 2 and all this kind of thing. But if you go down here, you got the more specific stuff like license plates and highway signs and all that kind of thing. The bollards. So yeah, that's what the kind of guides are like. They're trying to do that for every country. All the ones in light blue are countries that are coming soon. So they have coverage of the coming soon. The grey ones just don't have any coverage. So they're not going to be around. But yeah. And you should probably join the Plonket Discord as well. I'll link it in the description. It's a very good Discord. I'm part of it. They recently added Hungary, Kenya, Greenland, and Uruguay. And here you guys a bit of a note on how this works. All the countries are in it. Yeah, this is a really good way, I reckon, to learn GeoGuessr. I've used the Canada guide, I used the Australia guide, I looked at I even looked a little bit at the Botswana guide and the Tunisia guide. I looked at a lot of the guides and they're all very good. Very, very good. And the Uganda guide and just everything. So this is probably the best site I'd have for looking at how to improve your game in certain countries, because I'm pretty bad at some of these countries. I'm not very good at Spain or Argentina, so these countries are only at the moment. Russia will come and I'll learn Russia, and then Brazil. So yeah, this is really good to start learning specific countries after you've got how to recognize countries in Diverse World or something like that. And you can also hop over to the records here. You can go to the leaderboard. It's got just all the records, all the main records. You have you got the solo community world streaks. So it's these are the highest ones. I want to attempt some of these records at some point, but yeah, Plonket is really a good website, and yeah, I highly recommend it to really help out with your gameplay. And I probably recommend using this over GeoTips, as GeoTips is a bit out of date, the records aren't as good. And yeah, I'd probably just recommend just using Plonket, as it's probably a lot better. And so, yeah guys, that'll probably conclude the video. I hope it did help you out a little bit. This is probably Plonket's probably my number one thing. Just play a lot by yourself on just by yourself, because we hop back in here. You have a lot by yourself, try to get your games up, and then yeah, just have fun with it. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.